So, hello everybody, welcome to Church of Chonkwij Podcast. My name is DrNiggle. I'm joined tonight by Masami, OmegaConstruct, Zerburn, and a rare appearance by a special guest musical star, the Leetness.
I have arrived, I am here. I don't know.
Hail
Musical
and
guest.
praise.
And while the weekend happened, Diablo 2 Resurrection came out. Or Diablo 2 Resurrected came out. So yeah, guess what everybody's playing is Diablo 2 Resurrected.
It's a lot of fun.
Yep. We're just in the forges of hell right now.
It looks like.
Hell forges.
Well, that's actually what we're looking for, the hell forge.
Smells like brimstone.
When doesn't it?
Oh, this looks...
You know what's really
Brimstone.
funny here is that there's no streamer-friendly mode for Diablo 2 Resurrected, so the game name and the game password are in the upper right-hand corner of every game.
could.
You can turn it off if you want to.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know if you could. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You can also set the number of players that are allowed in your session, I guess.
Yes. Oh, I found the hell forge. I found the hell forge.
He found it.
And it was beautiful.
So,
And we give it back to you.
Okay,
the people.
The people. So
Yeah.
with the exciting release of Diablo 2 Resurrected, Blizzard's chief legal officer quit.
Shocker.
Claire Hart resigned from the embattled company. She announced on news that Friday, September 17th was her final day.
Oh.
So this is a bit of an old article, but yeah, there are a lot of people still jumping ship off the Blizzard Activision mess that's going on. I say mess, it's a full-on state lawsuit. Now I guess the feds are looking into them as well.
Yep. The SEC has called Activision president Bobby Kotick, whatever you pronounce his damn name.
Yep.
Kodiak. I mean, if we're gonna pronounce it badly, we might as well be fucking creative about it.
Yeah, but I don't want to give him the same recognition as a majestic creature such as the Kodiak bear. I just don't. I don't think that's fair to the bear.
I should have expected playing a bear barbarian that you have a thing for bears.
I
really
do like bears.
That is now a thing we all know. And the internet.
Creatures not like that. You perverts, get your mind out of the gutter.
I was thinking it.
No?
I was thinking it too, Masami.
What's out of the gutter? I don't understand these words. I mean, I live here now. Why would you evict me from my home? Why would you make me homeless, Sarah? Why would you do that?
I would never make you homeless. You always have a home.
It's all one gutter, guys. It's all one gutter. Flying.
One girl, one gutter.
Rock flying through space.
One girl, one gutter.
This was a waste of time.
What happened?
Two girls, one cup. What?
I can't
that's a
complete
troll.
this quest in somebody else's game.
Oh no.
You can't complete what?
I can't complete this quest in somebody else's game.
Oh, shit.
So I have to go all the way through that river of fire again.
Oh, fuck.
What?
How?
There are no. You can't multiplayer quest.
Well,
You can
we've
on
been
many
doing
of
that.
them, but on this one there's a unique MacGuffin that you have to destroy that will then, do a thing.
That's so dumb.
Ah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because once you destroy the soul stone in the place where you destroy the soul stone. Oh, and we didn't even get the fucking waypoint to the river of flame. That was fucking killing me.
Oh, God. And your waypoint went away.
And I don't even have any fucking potions.
These are all features.
Oh, God. I don't have it either now, because I went through your portal. Well, we're going to have to do it again, so fuck. whatever.
This D2R took a sharp downturn in the first 5 minutes of this podcast.
It's just one of those things, I guess. It happens.
Yeah, there are a lot of mechanics. There are a lot of game mechanics that are slowly coming back to me.
There's a lot of shit that I didn't even realize, to be honest.
Yeah, well, Linus and I were talking earlier. One thing that I have realized is how fucking bad I was at Diablo 2 when I played it 20 years ago.
Yep. I knew
I
nothing.
apparently had no idea how anything in this game worked, despite playing it over a period of many years. You know why? Because the internet didn't exist then like it did today.
Yeah.
And there weren't, 20 years of people playing this game to figure all this shit out, as I think, Doc, you mentioned yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game did not stop when we stopped playing, and there was a small devout community that kept on playing Diablo 2 for all the years that all of us were playing Diablo 3. And yeah, so the Diablo 3 wiki, Icy Veins, or sorry, I should say the Diablo wiki, because it is all the Diablos, not just Diablo 3. Icy Veins has builds for D3 and D2. Diablo
So
fans,
does Maxroll.
So does Maxroll. So does whatever the other one that I was using. Yeah, so there is a lot of literature out there for D2 and a lot of things to explain how it goes. And you'd think that following a build guide would be a helpful thing, but not in all cases, as I discovered earlier today. Which is why I'm not sure what to do next in D2, if anything. I should just re-roll a Barbarian again, because I played Barbarian for fucking ever. I mean, I could just keep on doing that, I guess.
I love it. So much fun.
There are other 6 classes that I might like to, learn about, but nah.
I mean, I would do whatever you feel like playing.
Well, I felt like playing Paladin. It was a bad idea.
Why?
Because hammers can't be used in any place that have walls. So, think about it this way, Omega. If an archer stands in a doorway, and his archer buddies are behind him, and you gotta kill the one in the doorway to get into that room to kill the rest of them, you can't kill the one in the doorway. Guess I'll die.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The minion AI is fucking terrible. I learned in the Pandemonium Fortress just how bad minion AI is and how annoying it is.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of these things that we're discussing is just a reminder that we are not playing a remake of an old game. We're playing a remaster of an old game. We are playing an old game. And, this is, gaming used to be different at one point, where a lot of things that we take for granted and see as quality of life just weren't the way things worked for a while. So,
I mean, with all that said, and me being me bitching a little bit every now and then, I'm having a pretty good time.
Totally. Like, I was frustrated at the moment because, like, I couldn't do that fucking quest, which is dumb. But hey, I found the waypoint.
Oh, did you? I'm gonna totally get that from you once you finished.
All right, I gotta go. At least I found the waypoint. Now I gotta go find the Hellforge. But yeah, that was just a moment of frustration. Overall, I am fucking loving this game, and the nostalgia is through the fucking roof.
Yeah, I'm loving it. It's definitely a lot of fun. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Anything specific that you'd like to talk about, Linus or Omega or Zero?
I mean, I can't speak much on it because this is my first experience with Diablo 2. So it's my initial experience with the Diablo franchise was with Diablo 3 when it hit Xbox. That was my first experience with the franchise. This has been a far departure because of all because I started with 3. I'm so used to certain quality of life things that were in 3 that aren't remotely available in Diablo 2, such as a more flexible stash and inventory. Yeah, I don't like that at all. It makes me it forces me to I feel like it pigeonholes me into okay, do I want to keep this or do I not?
Right.
Well, Diablo 3 is about pick everything up and you need it all. And Diablo 2 is about, pick nothing up unless it's actually worth gold. Because there's far more crap in this game than otherwise.
Even further than that in saying that Diablo 3 is a flexible game in that I can play. I have a lot of experience playing Demon Hunter and a lot of experience playing Monk. If I want to if I want a multi-shot Demon Hunter for gold farming, I swap off all my gear. If I don't have max Paragon points on season or something, I swap some Paragon points around. I get maximum gold finds. I put on my gold farming gear and I go out and I gold farm. And then if I want to do spin to win and I want to go in a GR and do higher shit, I put different gear on. I equip different skills. I swap my Paragons back around and I go in. This game is almost more about static, since what you put into your character is permanent. There's no unassigning skills. There's no unassigning skill points. You get a free respec in Act 1 for normal, nightmare, and hell difficulty. So you can respec your character 3 times, theoretically, totally. And
until you're bricked.
after that, yeah, you're not really swapping how you play your character around. So as far as smaller stash size goes, I can understand that if you're just playing one character, it is more than enough room. If you're playing one character, it's a colossal amount of room that they've given us in our stashes here, because you're really not looking for that much gear. You're looking for the specific gear that you want that has the stats on it, or just the specific unique item that you're looking for, and you're building one thing. So you say pigeonholing, I understand that, but it's more specialization. It's not a flexible game like D3 is.
Yeah, well, one thing I will say is take the scale of D3, where we have however many different character classes, and each class has however many different builds. Scale that back a level, and the way you can think of this is like, yeah, each character within itself is fairly inflexible, but one thing that you notice about D2 over D3.0 is that the loot that you get has nothing to do with what character you're playing.
Yeah, there's no smart
In
loot.
D3, it's a freakish occurrence to get off-character or off-class loot. In D2, you just get loot. Whatever it is what drops. Different things drop in different places. You can take any character there to farm that thing, put it in your shared stash, and then put it on the character that you need it for. So what you do is you end up with a build for whatever class that's really good at magic find, or you get a build for another class that's really good at gold farming, and then you get another build that's really good at farming this class. So you, instead of having 10 different things that you can do with one character class, you have 10 different characters to do the different things.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you what's funny is like I'm sitting there today and was just running through the catacombs, and a piece of green gear dropped, and I was like, wait, is that a set piece?
Yeah.
And I was like that triggered the the endorphins in my head, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Okay, so set items are more rare in this game. It feels like
all across. So that, that's the again. What was it, Linus? Was it Rise of the Necromancer where they introduced smart loot?
Yes.
It was when they got rid of Auction House.
Yeah.
So D3 didn't used to have smart loot.
No.
Shit for all classes used to drop.
Loot 2.0.
Yeah, Loot 2.0, that's what it was called at the time.
Yeah.
What happens when you don't have smart loot, or you don't have Loot 2.0, you notice, it's very easy to notice that there is a huge pool for crap, like 60 to 70% white item crap that you don't want. And then you get into magic and rare and then unique and set and legend or ancient. There's ancient gear in here too. There are oranges that'll drop eventually when you hit a certain character level. So yeah, the set gear is totally rare. You're right. It's uncommonly rare to have something like that drop, but that's just owing to there's no specific loot pool that you're drawing from. Everybody's drawing from the same massive pool that has all the gear for all the classes in it.
You do have some light percentage improvements on certain gear pieces when you boss farm, though.
Yes, there are absolutely areas where it's more common for you to pick up certain stuff.
For
Yeah,
instance, I'm
that's
remaking a zone just to get a freaking staff, and I've done it about 20 times now. No, more than 20 times.
But yeah, you'll eventually have that one build that is really good at magic find, and anytime you need an item for, say, you're building a new assassin character and you need a specific item, you find out where that thing drops from, and then you take your magic find character and grind that until it drops it, and the magic find character will just increase the chance that it drops. So then you give it to that other character.
And the teleport stuff is definitely Ormus, right?
Yep.
This is about the 3,500th time that I'm doing this.
So that, yeah, you brought that up, you reminded me, because that's the other thing I thought of when you said that Zero is, legendary, or, ancients, set pieces and uniques are fairly rare to come across unless you're farming a specific area or person for a specific one. But some, if not most, of the most powerful items in the game are achieved with rune words.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something that's a nice system that I wish D3 had more of. Maybe D4 will bring that back. It would be a pleasant surprise if they brought that back, because rune words are, assuming you can collect the runes, and there are specific ways and areas to collect the runes, as Omega will tell you, you can create some pretty fantastic gear. But it takes a while.
That's one of those things that I just didn't ever do before. When I played this game for years as a child and as a teen, I never actually fucked with rune words. But it's basically just a crafting system. You take a plain old boring white piece of gear with sockets in it and put the runes in, and it turns into something where the runes themselves that you add in adds all these stats. It's a really cool system, and yeah, I think it would be awesome if they had something like that come back.
I will say that playing in high school, I definitely did not understand runes at all. I don't think it wasn't until college, second year in college, that the internet was old enough that somebody had started cataloging all the rune words, and that's when I stumbled upon it and started reading and understanding how to use the rune system. And there's one particular one for a 6-socket longsword or a greatsword, and that was a rune word that I used very commonly, and of course I've forgotten it at this point.
Now, something I've wondered for a little while now is, did Blizzard say here's a list of the rune words, or did people have to figure that shit out?
I don't know. I have certainly never seen a Blizzard website, or at the time in 2006 or 2005, I certainly never saw a website that was from Blizzard or Blizzard North where everything was detailed. It was only fan-made sites, so that's all I can speak to on that.
There's sure as shit no list in game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised though if someone basically pack the assets.
Hold on, give me a second here.
You think data mining?
Yeah, data mine the assets out of the.
Where'd you go, Linus?
I'm still trying to get my goddamn teleport stuff.
Oh, you're still fucking around in
Yep, I'm going to folder if you're there.
You keep trying.
Are you did you get that third one?
Yeah, River Flame.
Yeah, can you drop a portal for me, please? Thank you.
Leetness pops in, and all of a sudden, everything pops in at the same time. It's like Leetness, and then all of his minions.
Yeah.
Like he's attractive or something.
Lol.
I mean, a Diablo game needs to come out more often, and they might make more Mondays.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, the next thing we're getting is Diablo Immortal.
Mhm.
Don't you guys have phones?
I don't know. I might have
Doesn't
to look.
everybody?
I don't know if my phone will be able to run Diablo Immortal.
My phone most certainly can, but whether it will is another story altogether. I'm not gonna completely rule it out. There's a chance. I was disappointed in Blizzard. Let's just put it that way.
Alright, so whatever it's worth. I have the official Brady Games Diablo 2 strategy guide that was released alongside the original release of Diablo 2, and I also have the official Brady Games Diablo 2 expansion set Lord of Destruction guide. These might actually be worth money at this point. And neither of them have any listing for rune words in their tables of contents.
Do they mention runes at all?
No, they do not.
Interesting.
And that's not to mention that in the ladders, they have ladder rune words that come out too.
Oh, that are like unique to each season?
Yes.
Each ladder season?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. That's why it's cool to do the ladders.
Yeah, I never did ladders when I was younger either, and I'm now realizing that they're basically like seasons
Yeah.
in D3, and I'm kind of actually excited for when those start up.
I'm 100% doing the first ladder.
Hell yeah. Well, because I used to be of the mind like I'll never be good enough to compete with anybody. I always thought ladder was kind of like PvP type stuff, and fuck the PvP side of this game.
Yeah. I mean, I think it might be fun one day to fuck around with it, but it's definitely not going to be a focus for me. You know how close we are to Diablo right now?
Yeah, we're almost there.
It's those thingies in the Chaos Sanctuary, and then you're done. You click those thingies. Don't you know those thingies?
I think that you just described the entire game.
Yeah,
Clicking things.
you click a thing, and then it comes.
I mean, you can describe anything with thingies. It's pretty flexible, which is kind of nice.
I do
Thingies
enjoy it.
are flexible.
Everyone loves a good flexible thingy.
I mean, it gets in all the right places.
So much stuff. Oh, did I? I don't have that much gold on me, so I don't care if I die. Actually, I do care if I die.
Okay, so it makes sense that there wouldn't have been any mention of runes in the Diablo 2 strategy guide, but the Diablo 2 expansion strategy guide should have mentioned them because that is when they were released. They were
Oh, the
No.
runes didn't come out until
the
Lord of
expansion,
Destruction.
Lod.
which was
Okay.
what, like 2001.
Yeah.
So a couple years after D2 came out, D2 LOD came out, and that's why we probably just associate them as obviously being in D2. But yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
So,
I mean,
anyway.
I'll tell you now, it's a lot of. Okay, there's a seal.
This giant demonic star on the ground in here we don't actually have to do anything with.
No, you
Oh,
gotta
wait, that's
click
probably
the-
where
that's
he
where he
spawns
comes
in.
out. You gotta click the seals. There's the 4 seals. I got one. There's one up here. Got that
Gotcha.
one. There's five seals? Oh wait, don't click too many because they spawn these bad boys.
Oh, these guys are immune to fire. You're on your own.
Oh fuck. Great. No wonder they're
Not
taking
all,
so long.
just the
Oh,
boss ones.
unique.
You're
Aha.
so fucking greedy.
I am.
Yeah,
You can have that more, but
some other worth mentioning is that all loot is shared loot.
Yeah.
And Linus picks it all up instantly.
yeah, you gotta be
Linus
fast
has
with
sticky
me and your
fingers.
group.
Though in Leetness's defense, he does share.
I do share.
Sharing
I'm
is
not-
caring.
I get excited.
Oh,
And
he
then-
has the right of first refusal.
That's a good way to put it.
Loot,
He shares
shared,
stuff that he
shared-
decides not to keep.
shared loot is the real PvP.
Yeah, Zero, I'm having trouble putting a positive spin on that one, buddy, just because, yeah, you pick it up so that you can be the one to share it with others. Assuming you don't
See,
want it.
when Doc and I were playing last night, it was just like, hey, whoever, like, if one person filled their inventory, everybody, like, the other person just picked everything up until we were both full.
Fill all our inventories.
But, like, you know, different people play different style.
Apparently.
The thing is, with this game, kind of everything is so easy to grind, it really doesn't matter. Like, also, most of the stuff, like, yeah, he got a breastplate right there. I don't even use breastplates. Like, the stuff that you're looking for is such a small pool,
Oh,
or is such a small list of things in such a large pool.
yeah.
It really doesn't matter.
Spin the wheel.
I'm dropping a portal just in case.
It is also worth mentioning that, as is tradition for the most recent Activision Blizzard or Blizzard games, they had a botched release where
Yep.
their servers did not work.
No.
I saw
Really?
people
don't say.
getting rolled back, like Quinn69 and people like that. They literally got rolled back. There's an Ethereum for you. I won't
Blizzard
pick it
not
up because I don't like to pick up loot anymore.
not having a capacity on first
We've
day?
shamed-
They didn't, so.
We've shamed Leetness.
That's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine too. Oh, guys, I'm full. I need to go back to town. Wait for me.
I actually have nothing in my inventory right now. Uh-oh, screen shake.
Look at that humble brag.
No.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, who's a big boy?
Get a boy. Oh my god, all of my skeletons are dead.
Looks like someone had a bone to pick with you.
Is Diablo
Oh.
on the fire?
Oh my fucking god.
Nope.
Oh my god. Okay, this is not good. Is that Mana
he's-
Shrine? Okay.
He's got the Apocalypse Nova.
Yeah, but I have no minions and I can do no damage on my own. So that's not gonna work. How did he just eat my fucking minions like that?
He said, "Your minions are now my minions."
Yeah, dude.
G-
They
GTFO.
literally. Oh my god. Holy shit. Go, guys. Go. Fucking go. Oh, they're,
Fucking move.
Pew.
okay, they're all
Pew,
dead.
pew, pew, pew.
I need to find more dead bodies to pick up.
Oh my.
Yeah, this is fucking shit. Okay. Wow. Okay. Don't
Oh,
die.
this fucking game. It's so fucking hard to click on items when you're moving, and it's the dumbest shit.
Oh my god. He's actually gonna. I'm dead. I'm. 62,000 gold.
This was also something that I didn't remember about Diablo 2. In the harder difficulty levels, when you die in Diablo 2, it subtracts from your experience pool, whereas in Diablo 3, it subtracts from your gear durability.
Fuck, where's my buddy? Okay, cool. Got my buddy. Oh! Okay. I'm gonna try and raise some armies again. Fucking hell, this is hard. Oh, thawing potion. Right? No, not thawing. What's the opposite of thawing?
Burning.
Down,
Are you kidding me? I
down.
can't get my fucking corpse out of this thing. God damn it! I had to break a bone cage to get my corpse out of it.
Yeah.
No. Big boy wants to come after you.
Oh,
He wants to touch your butt.
And other things.
I'm just slowly burning his feet. It's working. I'm slowly like whittling him down pretty good.
He's got hot foot.
okay, I've got minions again. Oh my god. Where's this cunt?
Between his
boy.
legs?
His penis is just too short to reach Omega.
Get in there. Get the fuck in there. There we go. Oh, gosh.
There you go. And Diablo's dead.
Wow. That was fun.
Well, now the real game begins.
Well, now I think we go to Act 5.
Yes, you are in the expansion phase. Now you go to Act 5 to track down and fight Baal, the Lord of Destruction? Yeah. Thank you.
Alright, Deckard.
I played some D2 in college, but
Stay
never
a
got
while and
past.
listen.
Hey, you got it right!
Hey!
Never got past what, Masami?
Act 2.
Oh, Luke. Yeah. Yeah, that's Luke Ghislaine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Shining City. Ah, yeah. So, anyway.
And then shortly
that's-
after I stopped playing that, I started playing WoW, and, we all know how that went.
Well,
Ah,
You played it for many years.
so much money.
Do you want a
So much.
+4 mana charm, Leetness?
no thanks.
Do you want a
Just
gem with 4% magic find?
A
to,
gem with 4% magic find.
Or sorry, jewel.
Nah, you can keep it for now. Yeah, I'm not going to use any jewels right now.
Yeah, me either.
Okay. A stupid bow can get fucked. Yeah, so we killed the Diablo. We win the game.
We beat the name of the game. It's all done.
Yep.
Nothing more to see
So-
here.
What new challenges do we have? What's that you say? Path of Exile? Ah. I still haven't beaten the end game there. Only Fluffy can do that.
He's
I
not
still gotta go to
even.
Act 5.
He's not even here to hear that.
Poor Fluffy.
Holy shit, that breastplate is actually amazing for me. Venom Ward. So I don't know actually. 110 defense, 15% to maximum poison resist, 90% poison resist, and +2 light radius. That's pretty sweet. I'm assuming you can't use it because it's a breastplate.
Oh yeah, no. I've got a rune worded leather armor for my chest. I'll be sticking with that for quite a while.
That is a nice one. Yeah, so what else is going on in the world of news and things?
Let's see.
Other than Diablo.
Diablo.
Discord is testing official YouTube integration after killing all those bots, which is something that was speculated on this podcast. They're killing off music bots because there's going to be an official YouTube bot. It turns out that Discord was working on YouTube integration as long as a year ago, trying to do something called, what was it, Watch Together? Yeah, it's doing a new feature to be added into Discord is already on a couple of servers. It's called Watch Together, where people can get together and watch YouTube videos. You can queue them up, create your own playlists and things like that, or have them playing in the background so that you can listen to music while you game. The plus for YouTube here is that Discord's integration will not bypass YouTube's ads. So YouTube ads will pipe through your Discord channel where you're watching YouTube or listening to YouTube music.
It's really going to be great when people are like, sitting down for a D&D game, get a nice playlist of music from YouTube set up, and then like when you're about to like go through some dungeon, nice creepy atmosphere set, fucking ad.
Well, you know what they're going to add in is the ability to utilize either your YouTube music subscription or your normal YouTube subscription, so you can skip the ads.
Oh, totally. Yeah. People who have YouTube Premium or YouTube Red or whatever the new version of it is today, you can skip all the ads, of course. But,
Gotta drive that
your YouTube account to your Discord account.
Yep. Gotta drive that subscription revenue.
I don't know if if Discord has gone that far to integrate YouTube or YouTube Red accounts into Discord so that you can watch together ad-free. And if they haven't, I don't imagine why they would. Just because like anybody who has a YouTube Red subscription then comes in, queues up a playlist, starts playing it, and you can listen ad-free. And all the other people who don't have YouTube Red are taking advantage of YouTube Red. I can just imagine YouTube being pissy about that.
No, I mean, if you've got a subscription and you link accounts, then it'll be the Discord interface will be able to tell if you're no longer there, and it'll put the ads back in.
Exactly. The minute you leave the voice channel, gone.
Yeah, not beyond my understanding. It's just that if I am the one who bought the DVD and then I play it for my household full of people, then, officially or according to the MPAA all those years ago, I would have been running a movie theater and I would have been eligible for copyright infringement. Just because...
If you were charging people?
No, that's not how those cases went. You are not allowed to buy a movie and then show it to your friends in your house for free if your friends don't live with you or they're not family or some horse shit. I forget how that ended. But that
never heard of that. But that's insane.
Simpsons did a whole episode on it. It got that much national attention that the Simpsons made an episode about it.
I must have completely missed that.
I was paying attention to it at the time because it was about... I seem to remember it being about the same time that Comcast was purposely throttling people's bandwidth when they detected...
I was still living in the Comcast area when that shit was going on. You want to talk about being pissed off.
Or like pissed on, from what I hear about Comcast. And not in a fun, happy way.
That's Watch Together, and that is... why did I link those two articles? That's stupid. We'll go to a different one, which was posted by Zero. Zero, you posted an article that talked about upcoming deals between the NMPA and that's Music Producers of America or Music Producers Association or some shit, and Twitch to stop all the DMCA that Twitch was receiving. That turned into a real deal. So September 21st, this is from the NMPA's official website. The NMPA and Twitch announce an agreement, and this press release that they put out describes virtually nothing. So I had to go to another article.
Keep it vague.
Yeah, right. Twitch and National Music Publishers Association unveil agreement ending months of animosity. So what happens now is a whole bunch of very attractive corporate speech such as, quote, "The deal paves the way for the economics of new gaming models to increase visibility and revenue for songwriters," adding that, quote, "Twitch will provide new opportunities to music publishers who will be offered an opt-in deal allowing for future collaborations to bring new facets to both the gaming experience and songwriter exposure." So what the fuck that even means in terms of specifics, I have no goddamn idea, but somehow Twitch has finagled it so that they won't get bombarded by DMCAs from the NMPA and the RIAA anymore, and I assume that we, the users, are losing out somehow. I just don't know how yet.
I will tell you, I received an email today that stated that Twitch had met an agreement with Warner Brothers Music.
Yes,
Which
that
is-
was
which is
another article that popped up.
Which is great for me because 95% of the music that I play is from Warner Brothers because, you know, I am a music old head, as my nieces call me. I like things such as, you know, the Grateful Dead and Leonard Skinner and
Oh, I thought you were going to say Animaniacs.
Ooh. I mean, I
Yes.
suppose it's better than being a fan of like the Ungrateful Dead.
get out. Just get out.
That's not a three-pointer.
I know.
You
can't win 'em all. Sometimes you got to take out the trash, and that means the bad puns.
There you go. I understand that.
Yeah, the actually it was a pretty bad week for Deadheads in general because the guy who was the lead sound guy for the Grateful Dead for years passed away this week. So
Sorry to hear that.
he was one of the minds behind the Wall of Sound.
Wait, he was one of the guys in the 1950s that worked in pop or rock. It would have been rock back then. It was really not pop.
Yeah, the Dead and the Stones put together a speaker system that just for the time was just mind-bogglingly
Oh.
good.
Okay, so sorry, when you said wall of sound, the wall of sound is something. It's when you pack a whole bunch of musicians into a very small recording space and they make a lot of noise. And that was, if you listen to the Supremes, are a good example of that. Their background music that's playing in their released albums. That's the wall of sound, the original, the idea behind that. So that confused me for a minute. But yeah, a whole fucking wall of speakers. I could imagine calling that the wall of sound.
But it was also this was the genius of Phil Spector, who's that insane guy with a fro who murdered his girlfriend and had that hilarious court case. Like Spector is the guy who developed the Wall of Sound.
Yeah.
I don't know you're the guy you're talking about. I don't know his relation to Spector in there, but yeah, it was like basically just having a lot of instruments, like Doc said, but playing the same parts layered on top of each other to create really dense, layered, thick arrangements. That the reason it sounded so unique was because these were sounds that could never be achieved by the band live on stage in concert by playing two guitars, a bass, and a drum set.
Or even having a backup stand.
Yeah, exactly. It was specifically a studio technique for creating this rich, deep sound that, I mean, that's why Phil Spector was so famous and worked with fucking everybody. But it was like, for example, I looked it up real quick. Like, one of the things Spector would do is he would have the same line duplicated on an acoustic piano, an electric piano, and a harpsichord that would be mixed down into one sound so that it would sound, instead of like three instruments, it would be one indistinguishable instrument being played, but it's such a dense composition of tones. So it's really fascinating stuff. Sorry, I went a little music nerd there, but
no, I always I don't know why I let myself forget that you and Doc are musically inclined, whereas
3
I am
years
just a
of
lover
music history, baby.
yeah,
I literally have a music degree.
yeah.
I have a degree in music.
Yeah, and I always forget that because it's like, I talk about these kind of things from a lover of music, just, listening. You guys talk about it from a, music theory standpoint. And
Oh,
I'm just
history.
like, yeah, music history,
Yeah.
music theory, and all that. And I'm like, sometimes you guys will go off on music and stuff, and I'm just like, what? No,
So-
I just like the sounds that come out of the speakers. That's my thing.
Talking the sound that comes out of speakers. If you want a good example of the wall of sound, I always think of this first. But there's an album called Dance Party from Martha and the Vandals. I just looked it up to double check it. But everybody knows the song "Nowhere to Run."
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. That's a good example of wall of sound. You listen to the band in the background. That's what that is. If you listen to them live performing, whatever band they're using is way bigger than a normal grandstand band would be because they have to replicate that kind of sound. Same thing with Dancing in the Street, which is also on that album.
Great song.
Dancing in the street.
Yeah, so that's there are a lot of fantastic albums that came out back then. I have a special love of music in the 1950s and 60s and early 70s.
You should post more playlists. I remember the ones you've got pinned are pretty decent.
Yeah. Eventually, I get back to it. But anyway, so that's the NPA and Twitch, and yeah, Warner Brothers Music also stepped in there so that I guess how that went, Zero, is Warner Brothers is looking at a licensing deal with Twitch so that streamers can play things from Warner Media while they're streaming. And I have to imagine that something like that is going to come with an asterisk attached to it, like you need to be partnered. There needs to be some way that Twitch can tap into your revenue.
Oh, it'll definitely be something that'll come up on like what is it? The affiliate level, like where my channel's currently at. I have a feeling it'll be that, and then if you get access to X amount on or X amount with affiliate, and then X amount with partner, I have a feeling is how it will work.
Yeah.
See, I kind of got a feeling this is going to be more like TikTok. TikTok struck a deal, and anybody can put music clips on their shit. If it might be the type of thing where, hey, even if you're not an affiliate or whatever, and you click that checkbox to let you use this music library, they'll roll an ad roll at the beginning of your whatever somebody decides to watch. Because honestly, if no one's watching, who's going to pay the music, the music company anything? So they don't care. But if somebody tunes in, make them watch an ad, revenue goes to the music label. So it could be done like that. It could just be open to everybody, TikTok style.
As long as there is a way for Twitch to get money to take some of that money and give the rest of it to Warner. Yeah, I'd imagine that working.
Makes sense.
But whatever. That's how Twitch is getting around the DMCA blocks, and that's how Discord is dealing with bots getting killed. Since Discord was working with that, just as a side note, getting back to the article, since Discord was working on YouTube integration when COVID first happened, and they haven't really gone anywhere with it since then, I'm imagining that YouTube decided to kick them in the ass by starting to ban these music bots. And that was YouTube's way of pressuring or forcing Discord to do something.
And that would make sense.
And there's one article here for EU proposing mandatory USB-C on all devices, including iPhones, which I thought was hilarious because there's some comments that were made, but it's just a fun article. A fun little fuck you to Apple.
I mean, I love that the EU at least is taking steps to actually do things in consumers' interests.
Yes.
And, fuck Apple for designing their entire business model around locking people out of anything but their proprietary equipment, because that's fucking scum. And I do believe the notion that it's not going to be worth it for Apple to make two kinds of iPhones. So this law passed in the EU does have the potential to benefit everyone.
It also has the potential to cut down on a substantial amount of waste, because one of the problems facing people with multiple electronic devices across multiple companies is that they all require different chargers.
And each charger comes in a different plastic bag wrapped up inside of a cardboard box, wrapped inside another layer of plastic.
And also, once you're done with that device, the charger for it sometimes becomes worthless, so it contributes to e-waste, which is not great. I mean, there are
heavy metals everywhere.
There are more important issues probably to be thinking about, but hey, work on the little stuff. It adds up after a while.
I mean, e-waste is a pretty big issue, and yeah, I am one of the people who's like, anytime I hear some big company or whatever talking about you should recycle and reduce your carbon footprint, I'm like, fuck you. Like 20 corporations account for 70% of the world's carbon emissions, so you can suck my dick while I burn this fucking campfire. But doesn't mean I want to fucking contribute, even if my contributions are paltry compared to the fucking assholes polluting the world.
You want to fucking stop dumping your heavy metal waste in the middle of rural communities? That'd be fucking fantastic. Then you can tell me about turning the light off when I leave the room. So yeah, that's that.
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Surprisingly, or I'm sorry, not surprisingly at fucking all, Apple said that it disagreed with today's proposed statement and said that we remain concerned that strict regulation mandating just one type of connector stifles innovation rather than encouraging it. Fuck you.
You have used this. They have used the same charging type for how many generations now?
I thought you were going to say they've used that same fucking argument, the stifling innovation and creativity. That's what they were doing when Epic told them that, when the whole fucking Epic lawsuit, that was one of their primary arguments against it, was, no, if you start doing this, then it'll stifle innovation on Apple's part to create a better experience for our users.
Well, take it a step further. No. Apple's entire argument is literally, if you stifle our ability to stifle innovation, you're stifling our ability to innovate.
Don't stifle our ability to stifle with your stifling stifles.
That's what they, like, Apple wants to introduce their shit that prevents other people from breaking out of that and like doing things with their stuff that they don't approve of, and locking their ecosystem up the way they do is pretty much the definition of stifling innovation. So they're fucking hypocrites, and they're trying to project their own bullshit.
Can I switch to Zerocam just for a moment here and get one stifle me, daddy?
Oh my god. Yeah, they're just fucking upset that USB is public
stifle
standard,
me, daddy.
basically.
Yes! My goddamn Masami, you talking over it. Zero did it!
Stifle me, daddy.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Thank you, Zero.
Oh god, no, I forgot you're recording this. Oh shit, that's gonna end up on the soundboard.
I'm not just recording it, I'm streaming it.
Fuck.
Did you forget we're doing a podcast right now?
No, I didn't.
Right, so that's
I'm just assuming that whenever Doc or Leetness is around, that something I say is probably going to end up in a soundboard somewhere, or a great clip compilation. One of those.
You have one really good one so far that Leetness found.
Oh, it was good.
It was a good one.
That was a good one.
It was a good one.
Okay, and before we wrap here and Leetness, I just imagine that at a certain time of night, Leetness, all the moisture leaves your body and you turn into a shriveled up old man, and you're just like, it's time to go to bed.
It's true.
But no, well, I think the big thing, getting back to the article real quick, the big thing that cracks me up is my sister goes, because I told her about this article, and she goes, you know what's really funny is on one end of their new charge cords is a USB-C. So they have access. They know how to put it and integrate it in, because now you have to connect a USB-C to a USB-C compatible wall charging block to be able to charge your phone.
Well,
because you can't use a USB-A anymore.
Of course, they know how to do it. Everybody knows how to do it. Apple has just always been about a closed system. A closed system basically means for a PC, you can't crack it open and customize it. For all other electronic devices, it means that they don't work with anything else except for other Apple products. They want a completely isolated biome of Apple products working together, and nothing else should be able to get in there and touch them. So that means unique hardware. Or
Well, like their
just
cable,
shittily put together hardware.
their cable is literally a USB-C cable, except the little bit on the end has the wires in a different configuration connecting to different contact points inside the socket. It is USB-C. They just make it a proprietary format, form factor, I should say, and that's all it is. Like, there is literally no benefit to it at all, other than their ability to lock other people in and out as they see fit.
But you know what there is a huge benefit for is a man pooping from his penis and ejaculating from his anus for 2 years.
I wondered when this was going to come up.
Masami's
Welcome
been
to
waiting
the-
the whole podcast for this.
Welcome to the body horror portion of the podcast.
This is a good one.
This is one of the most amazing things I've ever heard.
So essentially what happened here is, so it was a medical team from the University of Texas who attended the peculiar case, publishing their findings in a medical science journal titled A Curious Case of Rectal Ejaculation, which is like the curious case of Benjamin Button, almost exactly, but out the butt instead of the mouth. So what happened here was the man had a fissure, which is just a small hole.
Fistula.
A fistula is a small hole between his urethra and his colon. So there was just this small area of space where material was being swapped back and forth. And the result of this was, not only could he pee and ejaculate out his dick, he could also shit and fart.
Listen,
not only could he
his
poop
cum
out-
and piss were coming out his butt.
Yeah, and not only could he shit out his ass, he could also come and piss out of it. So that's this apparently went on for 2 years before he contacted someone. The only reason that he did contact someone was because he had a pain in his testicles for 5 days, and then he went to the doctor and they started asking him questions, and they figured out, that probably shouldn't be happening.
No, you don't say.
I think it's amazing.
It is.
I think it's amazing.
How did you put it?
How many guys have stood there, taking a piss, and like you fart wipe it? Hey, girls too. I'm sure, not minus the standing there, but like I'm sure, taking a little bit of a fart, squeaking out while you're taking a piss. That's pretty normal. Everybody's done that. The ability to do both of those out your dick is a superpower. As far as I'm concerned, it's a superpower.
That was a meme fucking years ago. That was a 4chan meme. It was a Bill O'Reilly meme. The whole "you can't explain that" thing. The
Tides
whole
come
thing
in,
was,
tides come out. You can't explain that.
yeah. You can't piss if you don't have to fart. You can't fart if you don't have to piss. You can't explain that. And in this case, dude was pissing and farting out the same hole. God bless him.
That's pretty
I just gave Cozen a look at the headline of that title, and the look on his face was absolutely priceless. It was shock, awe, and disgust in one interesting mixture.
Good man.
What in the world is that a catheter?
It's a Foley catheter. Yeah. So if you have there are a whole slew of medical conditions where a Foley catheter being inserted is a lifesaver. In this case, it in some way it either was one of the contributing factors to the fistula developing, or it was the thing that saved him after the surgery.
No, they said the cause was likely a misplaced catheter during a medical procedure he had 2 years before, which
There we go. Okay, that's where catheter
caused
came
the
from.
fistula. Yeah. So careful with your catheters, folks. You might poke a hole from your urethra into your butthole, and you pee from your butt and shit out your dick.
just the horror.
Yeah, I just thought
My
this was absolutely
horror.
fantastic.
Imagine the good men left behind.
Was this an American man or
This is in Texas.
Yes, this is in Texas.
Texas? That
Of course
doesn't
it's in
surprise me.
Texas. Of course.
Oh man.
That tracks.
Hmm.
Both the this'll be okay until it's not okay mentality, both in the U.S. healthcare sense and the Texan sense.
I want to know like how that guy thought like, yeah, this is fine, and then like he went to the doctor
Fine.
for the ball pain, and like he wasn't like, Doc, I've been shitting and farting out my dick and pissing and coming out my ass. What's wrong with me? He was like, my balls hurt a little bit. I don't know why.
That was the thing.
That's what did it. That's what caused it.
That's where you know it's Texas. It's the
That's-
don't know why.
Yep. Nope. You're. Yep.
In the scientific abstract, I do think that is worth menstruating, that further investigation divulged a 3-week comatose. So they were questioning him, after he got, admitted for ball pain, and they discovered something else was weird. They started asking more questions and discovered that he had recently come off a 3-week comatose state due to cocaine and phencyclidine.
Okay.
Yeah, phencyclidine.
Oh my
Yes.
god,
Yep,
the plot thickens.
Yes.
So he was a heavy drug user.
Yeah, that's what the catheter was from, because he was in like a
Yeah.
3-week
God.
drug-induced coma.
Yes.
So they catheterized him during his coma, and
God.
that is what they believe caused the perforated urethra.
Well,
And
no
for the
wonder he
next-
didn't notice. He was in a fucking coma.
For the next 2 years, he went about his business farting out his dick, and then he came in with ball pain.
Why does this sound like a South Park bit?
It does.
It really
It sounds like
does.
South Park. Dude, he
Yeah.
shits out his dick.
Why do you think it caught my eye? I mean,
Well,
it had
I mean-
penis in the title, so yeah, fair enough.
It's like
Butters,
that.
you can't shit a guy out his dick.
No,
Well, that's like
wait.
that episode where they shit out their mouths.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Stan comes home and he's
Intero
sitting around a
retro
dinner
chest.
table. He's just like, yeah, today Craig shoved food up his ass and crapped out his mouth. And Randy's like, that's not how it works, Stan. And it's like, yeah, it is. And Randy just gets that look in his face like, oh my god, is it? And the next
Intero
scene is
retro
Randy
chest.
crapping out his mouth.
Best part of that episode was Martha Stewart making a lovely roasted Thanksgiving turkey that she basted with KY lube.
And they just shoved it right up her ass. Whole thing right up the ass.
That was pretty
Nice.
great. That was pretty
But
great.
was it? I saw a Darwin Award one time about a guy who, that was what we did in anatomy class. We went through Darwin Awards every Friday and found the funniest ones. There was one where a dude literally took powdered caffeine and ingested it. Can you say ingested anally?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
that's actually an entirely valid way of taking drugs, by the way. It would be a suppository.
Correct.
But did 17 times the lethal dose of caffeine anally.
That makes sense.
That's just a creative suicide.
Really.
Like,
Uh,
for that to be a Darwin Award, I would need to know his motivations. Did he want to kill himself? Because if you think putting 17 times the dose of caffeine up your butt won't kill you, then sure, that's definitely a Darwin Award. But, like, you got to be real dumb to think that much caffeine won't kill you. I learned when I was, like, 7 that caffeine, like, pure caffeine will kill you.
I learned it from Jim Carrey in the Batman and Robin movie.
I
When he-
only learned that nicotine could kill you when I watched Thank You for Smoking. Pure nicotine, not smoking. Smoking can kill you for a
Right.
variety of reasons, but pure nicotine can apparently also kill you.
Yeah, 1 drop of pure nicotine will just straight up kill you. Nicotine is a potent insecticide, and I feel like if most things that can kill one type of animal can probably kill others in high enough concentrations.
Yes, too much of anything can kill you. My favorite butt fact, something I came into recently, in which someone
She
divulged.
used butt and
All right,
cane
I'm
in the
just gonna
same
say, Masami,
sentence.
I'm just gonna say your favorite butt fact. This has a really high bar. I am expecting you to impress the hell out of me here.
I don't know if I'm going to do this, but it's something. It's let me put it this way: it's my current favorite butt fact. Just so that I don't feel so nearly overwhelmed by that statement there. But apparently, the human anus can fit 2 good-sized raccoons at its maximum width.
Wait, are we talking 2
Raccoons?
raccoons like pressed together, inserted at the same time, or 1 raccoon, one after the other?
I'm pretty sure it means 2 raccoons at once.
Now, I'm just most impressed that you could squeeze 2 raccoons together like that without like them going
Right.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
so
assume they'd
here's-
probably be dead.
Here's the thing from my EMT friend that told me ages ago is that the human rectum can dilate sufficiently to encompass a watermelon. You might not be able to fit a watermelon into you,
Right.
but the rectum can dilate enough to get half that watermelon in there.
Yeah, your pelvis is going to be the main obstruction to that.
Yes. So the 2 raccoons, different way of saying it, but I still think it's neat. The human body is a wonderful, fantastic, disgusting, horrible thing.
Correct.
You know, when you think about it, we're really just a really long tube filled with
Uh-huh.
poop.
Of
Yep.
course. Yeah.
We are.
That's why it is okay to say ingest anally, because you are ingesting it. You're putting it into the tube.
Yep.
One end or the
Just-
other, who cares?
Correct.
Well, remember when butt chugging was a thing?
How could I not?
Yeah, butt chugging was totally a thing. People were like putting beer, liquor, wine up their butts. I know coffee enemas are a thing that some people do, and there are like people who treat that as like a healthy like thing, like coffee enemas are so invigorating. It's like a Hollywood health fad.
Yeah.
You can definitely absorb a lot of things through your butt.
I remember when people were putting garlic. It was cloves of garlic up their ass because they claimed that the garlic absorbed the toxins. Nobody could ever tell me what the toxins were, but
Toxins.
garlic absorbs toxins.
They're
Toxins.
everywhere.
I think my
like-
favorite. I think my favorite one was the women who were shoving live bees into their vagina.
Oh, is this going to circle back around to Gwyneth Paltrow? Please tell me it's going to circle back around to Gwyneth
Does
Paltrow.
she have a product called bees?
No, but someone should give her that suggestion.
Okay, Gwyneth, we
I've
can
never heard
study.
I've never heard of bees in the snatch, but I have heard of like vodka soaked tampons.
Vodka
Oh,
soaked
God.
tampon is absolutely a thing. Yeah, well, that was the pinnacle of butt chugging, was putting a hard liquor up your ass, because your colon does absorb it faster than your stomach does.
Yeah.
So you get
Well,
drunk
it's-
way faster.
Well, it's supremely dangerous because it also bypasses your entire digestive tract, which meters that alcohol into your body over time, rather than just straight up getting absorbed. So a lot of people got really drunk, and a couple people died from butt chugging.
Not
So
to
there's your
mention
Darwin
the-
Awards.
Not to mention the
Mhm.
damage that it actually does to the soft tissue in your colon, because you got an ecosystem up there, and it does not like grain alcohol.
Nope.
Yeah, that's probably not great for the various flora of the lower gut.
Oh boy. All right, so yeah, we talked about dicks, we talked about butts. That's my goal has been accomplished.
Clearly.
Fleetness, anything to say about the buttocks?
My buttocks is leaving because I've got to go to bed.
Pumpkin time.
I'm turning into a pumpkin.
It's 10.
Yeah, he made 10 minutes later than I ever expected him to.
Yeah.
It's impressive. All right, so everybody, thank you for joining us for the Church of Chonkwij Podcast. It's been a blast. We'll be back here same time, same as next week. Blah blah. Penis.
Penises.
Mhm.
That's me farting on my dick, in case you're wondering.
Penis dicks.
Mhm.
I mean, penis. Penis
Dick
bum.
farts. Dick farts.
Dick fart.
Dick
Dick butt.
farts.
Dick farts. Dick butt farts.
Dick butt fart.